Hello everyone. Here in China, we often hear terms like harmony between heaven and man, or unity of spirit and action, which typically describe achieving a high level of inner cultivation and personal development, Shuwei. In fact, this concept is also woven throughout various aspects of traditional Chinese medicine, including physiology, pathology, diagnosis, dialectics, investigation of disease, and prevention. So what exactly does the idea of harmony between heaven and man encompass? Today, we will explore the guiding principles of TCM theory. Holistic concept, unity and completeness. Traditional Chinese medicine views the human body as a whole. The various organs and tissues that make up the body are interconnected structurally, physiologically coordinated, and mutually dependent in function. Pathologically, they influence each other. TCM also posits a close relationship between humans and the external environment. This idea of the body's inherent wholeness and the unity with external conditions reflects the holistic view of the body in traditional Chinese medicine. We will study this from three aspects: the body as an organic whole, unity of man and nature, and finally the unity between man and society. The human body as an organic whole. The organs are composed of different structures and functions, but they are not isolated. Rather, they are interdependent and mutually restrictive. Their structures are interconnected. Physiologically, they cooperate with each other, and pathologically, they influence one another. We have to examine the external to diagnose the internal. From a therapeutical point of view, problems need to be addressed as a whole. Structurally, the body is centered around the 5 internal organs, known as the 5 Zhang. These classifications are based on cosmological observations rather than biomedical definitions that are used in Western evidence-based medical models. They are paired with the 6 hollow organs, known as the 6 Fu. The 6 Fu represent 6 organs in the human body: the large intestine, small intestine, stomach, bladder, sanjiao, triple burner, and gallbladder, corresponding to the 5 Zhang organs. Each Zhang organ is paired with a Fu organ, reflecting the interconnectedness of their functions. For example, the heart pairs with the small intestine, the liver pairs with the gallbladder, the spleen pairs with the stomach, the lungs pair with the large intestine, and the kidneys pair with the bladder. Through the meridian system, these organs connect internally and extend outward to link with limbs and other body parts, forming an integrated whole centered around the 5 Zhang. Role of the meridian system in TCM. In traditional Chinese medicine, the meridian system plays a crucial role in connecting the Zhangfu organs and the 6 Fu organs, facilitating the flow of qi, blood, and other vital substances throughout the body. Here's how the meridian system interacts with these organ systems. The meridian system consists of a network of channels that transport qi and blood to various organs and tissues in the body. Each Zhang and Fu organ has corresponding meridians that connect them to other parts of the body. The meridians allow for the integration of bodily functions by linking the solid and hollow organs. This ensures that the organs work in harmony, maintaining balance and health. The meridians not only connect organs but also influence their functions. For example, if there's a blockage or imbalance in a meridian, it can affect the corresponding Zhang or Fu organ, leading to health issues. In acupuncture and acupressure, practitioners target specific meridian points to restore balance, enhance organ function, and alleviate symptoms related to both Zhang and Fu organs. We will develop more the role of the meridian system in another video. Zhang Fu, 6 Fu, and the meridian system create an organic connection among all bodily structures and organs, forming a unified whole centered on the 5 Zhang organs that communicates vertically and horizontally. The physiological coordination. Organs and meridians are interconnected and inseparable, and any part of them is a component of the whole. Through the action of essence, qi, blood, and essence, the whole body can accomplish human life activities together. Physiologically, although the organs and tissues of the viscera and tissues have their own physiological functions, these physiological functions are components of the overall mechanism of the activities. And it is precisely because of the organs and tissues giving play to their respective functions that the organs and tissues can perform their respective functions. The human body as an organic whole. Pathological interconnection. Diseases of the internal organs can be reflected on the surface of the body through the meridians. Diseases on the surface of the body can also affect the internal organs through the meridians. Diseases among the internal organs can also be transmitted through the meridians. For example, diseases of the liver can be reflected to the eyes and tendons it is associated with, as well as the gallbladder that is associated with it, and liver can also affect the spleen, stomach, and kidneys. Any localized disease may cause an overall pathological response. Conversely, a dysfunction of the whole body can be reflected in the localized areas. In diagnosis, Chinese medicine analyzed the external changes of the 5 senses, tongue and veins, etc., in order to grasp the changes caused by internal diseases. For example, the tongue is directly connected to the internal organs through the meridian network. So, by checking the tongue, one can detect the changes in internal functions. By observing the patient's external manifestations, the practitioner will be able to understand the changes caused by internal diseases and thus make a correct diagnosis. In terms of treatment, we start from a holistic approach, focusing on the regulation of the overall dysfunction. We begin with the connection between internal organs and between internal organs and tissues and organs to provide comprehensive treatment, and not only limited to localized lesions. For example, the liver through meridians is linked to the eyes. The liver and the eyes have a close relationship, so the clinical treatment of eye diseases is mostly based on the treatment of the liver and often achieves satisfactory results. The treatment of swollen gums is done by relieving gastric fire. Bleeding is cured by clearing away stomach fire. Similarly, because the meridians, stomach and teeth, affect each other. These are all treatments that emphasize the holistic connection. Humanity is tied to the material realm and exists within the natural environment, which supplies the essential conditions for its survival. Changes in the natural world can directly or indirectly affect the human body, which will respond physiologically accordingly. If the changes in the natural world are too drastic and beyond the range of human adaptability, pathological changes will occur. The cycle of climatic changes throughout the year is as follows: the spring warmth, the summer heat, the constant summer humidity, the autumn dryness, and the winter cold. The physiological adaptive changes of the human body follows this pattern: spring birth, summer growth, autumn harvesting, and winter storage. When the yang energy exudes in spring and summer, the body sweats a lot and urinates little. When the yang energy is astringent in autumn and winter, the body sweats little and urinates a lot. The changes in the qi are also associated with the changes in the pulse. For example, the pulse in the spring and summer is often strong, while in autumn and winter, the pulse is often weaker. As yang is strong in the daytime and tends to manifest itself, it tends to reduce its exuberance at night. Illness reflects this influence. Illness weakens during daytime and strengthens during the night. The influence of the geographical environment on the human body is also significant. The environment in which human beings live directly affects the physiological functions of the human body. For example, in the south of the Yangtze River, where it is hot and humid, the body is more dilated, while in the north, where it is cold and dry, people's bodies are more dense. Sudden changes in the natural environment can lead to discomfort. For example, moving to a new place may easily lead to menstrual disorders. An individual lives in society and is an integral part of this society. An individual can influence society, and changes in society will also affect him in return. Therefore, social factors will inevitably have an impact on people's physiology and pathology. The most obvious are social changes, social order, and disorder, and changes in a person's social status, continuous social progress, economic prosperity, and abundant food and clothing supply, and an elegant, comfortable, and clean living environment. These are all factors that contribute to a healthy and healthy living environment. In addition, knowledge of hygiene, disease prevention, and healthcare has gradually increased, and they have begun to attach importance to disease prevention and treatment as well as healthcare, thus gradually lengthening the life expectancy. However, on the other hand, the large-scale industrial production that has contributed to social progress has brought about pollution of soil, water, and the atmosphere, as well as noise and the overly stressful rhythms of life, which have directly threatened human health and brought about new diseases to human beings. Social disorder has a great impact on the health of human beings. Social stability and harmony, people live a regular life, are less prone to illnesses. On the contrary, social unrest and insecurity, hardship, diseases are prone to occur and become prevalent. Historically, due to wars and disasters, people have been displaced, lives have been left behind, and even strongholds have become unstable, resulting in plague epidemics and high mortality rates, which are often unavoidable. The changes in the status of individuals in society are bound to bring about a series of changes in their material lives, as well as in their psychological and mental well-being. Competition in modern society is fierce, and the accompanying problems of employment, promotion, wealth, and interpersonal relationships are always troubling people, bringing them more mental stress. If they cannot face and deal with these problems correctly, they will affect their health and lead to diseases. In short, Chinese medicine regards the human body as a whole centered on the 5 viscera, and also believes that human beings, the natural world, and society are also an inseparable whole. That's all we've covered in this class.